Day, February the 9th. Mr. Clerk, if you please call the roll.
Mayor Brooks.
Here.
Councilwoman McKenzie.
Here.
Councilman Estes. Here. Councilman Cassidy.
Here.
Councilman May. Here. Councilman Goff. Here. Vice Mayor Webb.
Here.
Councilman Moore.
Here.
Thanks, Mr. Clerk. As is our tradition, we will begin today with the pledge and the invocation. I'm honored today to have our friend, Dr. Phil Griffin, pastor of Grace Point Church, here with us to give our invocation immediately following our Pledge of Allegiance. We stand, salute, and pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pastor?
I think I share a job kind of like your job. I want to just take a second and say this. Most people that come to see me aren't there to tell me the weather's beautiful and how great things are going. And I suspect very few people come to you guys to tell you how great things are going. But I want you to know there's a little church over off of Freewell Road over there that prays for you for 22 years. You've been on our prayer list for 22 years. I can't believe it's been that long. And we pray for you often. And I just want you to know that everybody out there is on your team. I promise you, we really are. And we love you guys. Also, I'm thankful to live in a town. For 25 years, I lived in Cleveland. Now, I can't believe that. For 25 years, very few places allow pastors to come and pray for things like this and school board meetings and all. Thank you on behalf of the pastors in this town for letting us do that, because it really does matter, and it means a lot to us as well. Let's pray. Father, what a privilege to talk to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And I can't even imagine, Lord, the weight that these precious people bear for our city. What a great place to live, God. No one has it better than we do, living in such a beautiful, great place. And we thank you for the leadership they offer. I know, God, you told us in your word, if we lack wisdom, we should ask for it. Yes, I ask for wisdom for them, for the decisions they make, God, they touch every one of our lives. And we just want them, Father, to have wisdom from you. Your proverb says this: I love those who love me, and those who diligently seek me, they will find me. And I pray, God, they find you in all that they do. Bless them, Father, and bless them big. Cover them with your grace and lead them as they lead us. We pray in Christ's name. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor. We appreciate those prayers today and every day. That takes us to the next item on the agenda, which is to waive the reading of the minutes from our last regular session, which was 26 January, and that does require a motion from this council.
Mayor, I move that the City Council of the City of Cleveland waive the reading of the minutes of the regular session of the City Council held on January 26, 2026, and approve them as written.
Second.
So proper motion by Vice Mayor Webb, properly seconded by Councilman May. Any comments, questions, or changes to those minutes? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Vice Mayor Webb.
Aye.
Councilman May.
Aye.
Councilman Moore. Councilwoman McKenzie. Councilman Estes.
Aye.
Councilman Cassidy. Councilman Goff. Carries 7-0.
Thanks, Mr. Clerk. That motion passes. The next item on our agenda is for special presentations. And officer, if you would let the wrestling team know that we are ready for them. Somebody told them we would make them wait in the hall, but these are state champions. We're not making the state champions wait out in the hallway. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the Cleveland Middle School TMSAA state champions, and we are incredibly proud of you. You guys come up here and stand next to us, and we've got a presentation for you. I gotta get my glasses. Can do with them. Hey, I like it. Hey. All right. This says 2025, that's right? Sure. All right. I gotta make sure before I read this wrong. Congratulations, we're very, very proud of you, representing not just the city of Cleveland, Cleveland Middle School, but everybody that lives in Cleveland, and we're very proud of you. So this is on behalf of the city council. This is a proclamation that you guys can take back to the school and proudly show them that we are gonna declare today Cleveland Middle School Raider Wrestling Day all across the city of Cleveland. And whereas the Cleveland Middle School Blue Raider boys wrestling team won the 2025 state wrestling championship, way back on December 19th, and the girls wrestling team competed in the TMSAA state championship with Alice Hafner, second place, Lyric Wright, third place, and Kayla Palmer, third place, and Emma Roberts qualified but unable to compete due to injury. And whereas you, the men's Raiders, included, I hope I get all this right, Trey Bell, Jake Dadamoff, Zane Boskin, Carson Rask, Brian Stansel, Gunnar Culbertson, Cade Schuft. Did I get that right, Cade?
No.
Schuft. I gotta get it right. Cade Schuft, Dawson Lane, Caleb Dew, Connor Green, Eli Ledlow, Patrick Carr, Daniel Sepanick. Thanks. Knox Hitson, Ella J. Zachary, and Evanson Owen. Did I say that one right? I'm sorry, Elijah. Okay. Whereas the Lady Raiders, including Alice Hafner, Emma Robbins, Lyric Wright, and Kalia Palmer, and whereas coaches, Evan Vermillion, Eric Sakarzik. I'll never get that right, Eric. I'm sorry. Tyler Farley, Cooper Renish, Emily Gibson, Ashley Green as coaches who give credit to the wrestlers for their hard work, pursuing the dream and claim each and every hard-earned victory is an outstanding accomplishment for this team of great wrestlers. Whereas the Cleveland City Council will now declare today, forever, February the 9th, 2026, as Cleveland Middle School Blue Raider Wrestling Day. And we ask all of our citizens across the city to join with us, congratulating this fine group of young men and women and their coaches for a job well done. Congratulations. We are proud of you. This is yours, suitable for framing. Can we get a picture? Can we spin around and stand up here with the council? I'm gonna stand over here because some of these wrestlers are bigger than me.
Stand behind Ella J.
Stand behind Ella J.
One, two.
I'm glad I wore my Blue Raider tie today.
Okay, smile on three. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
We smiled.
Yeah.
Cleveland Daily Banner right now. It's all online now.
I broke the camera.
And apparently my camera's not gonna cooperate.
Set?
I made help.
I'll send it to you.
We'll send it to you.
You can share my post.
Got it. Thank you. Congratulations. We're proud of you.
Thank you for coming. Good job, guys. Thanks for coming.
Proud of you guys and gals and coaches.
Thank you.
Hey, Josh, I didn't see you sneak in there, Pastor.
Good to see you.
All right. I think I called the name. Yeah, you will. I'll buy lunch. All right. That completes our special presentations for the 3:00 meeting. Public comments. Anyone seeking, except Doug Barry, to speak to the council for any reason? I'm kidding. Vice President of the Chamber, you can speak anytime you want. All right. I think we have some cookies from our friends at the library. Come tell us about it. Director Keisha? So they'll know they're safe. That's why.
Yes, I did not cook them. We just wanted to say thank you for all that you do for the library. Our foundation, the Friends of the Library, and all of the staff at the library went to Crumble Cookie to make sure, they're safe for consumption. And we just appreciate you. And that's all.
Well, Madam Director, this is my very first Valentine this year.
Oh,
Thank
all
you.
right. Well, you're welcome.
And
Yeah.
tomorrow is.
Oh, yes, please do. Tomorrow, 8:30 at the library. And we're having a chamber coffee. Come hang out, meet people, mingle, see the library.
Pay
For
your
those
book
of you,
fines.
excuse me?
Pay your book fines.
No, we won't even bring that up. Yeah. So come see us tomorrow morning. 8:30.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anyone else seeking to speak to the council? Randy, it's good to see you, representing the Raiders. All right, item number 6, hearing petitions and communications. Item 6A, to hear a request for public comments concerning a request by Lake Mantooth for consideration of a plan of service for 33 acres of property located along Wilkinson Brock Road. Tax map 043 It was approved by the Planning Commission 9-0. And we will declare this hearing to be open.
Anyway,
I missed last month. That's what happened.
you get off track.
Mr. Varnell will hear your report. Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, sir. This is annexation request. There's an existing development there on Wilkinson Road there at Michigan Avenue. And this is an original piece of that entire parcel. Was not annexed as a whole. It was left partially unannexed at the applicant's request years ago. He's now come back and asked to annex the remainder of that piece. All the infrastructure is in place per the original plan of service for that development. One thing you'll notice with this annexation is there's not a zoning ordinance attached. We will be coming back before you in the coming months to incorporate this area into the PUD. But at this time, staff and the applicant weren't quite ready to jump into the PUD. So by default, any annexation that does not accompany a zoning ordinance becomes zoned residential agriculture in the city of Cleveland. That is in our ordinance. And so temporarily, this will be an RA zoning designation for this acreage, but we'll eventually be back in front of you on the zoning aspect. But to get the infrastructure improvements planned and things of that nature, he wanted to go ahead and annex in and start those plans. And as I said, we'll be back in front of you again. But for now, it's pretty straightforward.
Thank
Any
you, Mr.
questions?
Varnell, for that explanation. Councilman Cassidy, you had a question?
Yes, Robert, on the second partial on this, the first partial is how many homes, and the second partial is saying how many homes we add into this.
I don't know yet.
Basically by rough measures.
I would think another 100 possible units to it's roughly 33 acres, so
So now they've got how many houses?
it's around 300 total build out, but they have not built that many yet. And that is one of the things that we're looking at is the existing infrastructure.
Yes.
And the addition of units and how that should be addressed.
Well,
But what they're voting on this is that it would be RA, so it'd be 1 acre lots.
The zoning as
So
So
what you're
you'll be
voting on
close.
today is it would only be about 33.
you couldn't even do 33 lots because of the required, infrastructure.
And when they get all your questions figured out, they have to bring it back.
The questions you have are the same ones I have, and that's why we're going to work through those before I get back in front of you.
okay, again, I like to say on my counterpart, Councilman May with Michigan Avenue not being wide, and that's just putting more. And now 20th Street having a stoplight there too. We talked about that too on Michigan Avenue not having that. It's just, it gets more traffic. It's going to compile more. So I'd ask the city to look at those things to try to help that traffic move
And
better.
absolutely.
It'll take time, but
Well, in Michigan Avenue, I think I'm going to go back to a question from our 1 o'clock meeting and say that is a great opportunity for some help from other entities because it is not just city residents that utilize it. I'm not saying they will. I'm just
you
saying.
go ask them, Dan, you know, maybe ask them about that, yeah. Huh? But no, I'm asking you, you want to go, huh?
Yeah.
You're not going yet. Any other questions? I understand. No, trust me, those questions are why the zoning isn't here today, but they did want to move forward with the annexation.
Any other comments or questions from the council? I'll open it up to anyone who would like to speak in favor of this request. Please signify by raising your hand. Seeing none, like sign. Anyone like to speak in opposition of this request for consideration? Seeing none, we will declare this hearing to be closed. Takes us to our next hearing on the agenda. Item B is to hear public comments concerning a request by Lake Mantooth for consideration of a resolution to annex 33.7 acres. of property more or less along the Wilkinson Brock Road, tax map 43. Right now, this appears to be the same.
So the first one was, usually these are grouped, but because the zoning wasn't a part of it, they
Service
are.
and annexation.
Yeah, it's correct. It is. So, as stated before, we'll be back in front of you, but this is the annexation request. And, staff, of course, supported the
Any
annexation.
comments or questions from the council to this annexation? Anyone like to speak in favor of this request for annexation? Please speak or indicate by raising your hand. Seeing none, anyone like to speak in opposition of this annexation? Seeing none, we'll declare this public hearing to be closed. It takes us rapidly to item number 7 on the agenda, which is the consent calendar. This was presented in our packets. We did not have a chance to discuss it at the 1 o'clock meeting, but is there any questions that we have from Mr. Fibus?
We have a nice little rescue squad grant for the fire department. The other 2 items you guys had voted on before.
So moved.
Proper motion by Councilman Estes, properly seconded by Councilman Moore. Any additional comments, questions, or concerns about the consent agenda? Seeing none, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Estes.
Aye.
Councilman Moore.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Webb.
Aye.
Councilwoman McKenzie.
Aye.
Councilman Cassidy.
Aye.
Councilman May. Councilman Goff.
Aye.
Carries 7-0.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. That motion passes. Unfinished business, item 8. There is none for today. It takes us to reports of council members. We begin with the Honorable Vice Mayor Webb.
Nothing today, Mayor.
That is quite honorable. Thank you, sir. Councilman Moore.
Yeah, Mayor Brooks, I just want us to all remember the Carroll family, the tragic loss of their 17-year-old boy, Andrew, and remember the whole fire family.
Well said, Councilman Moore. Thank you. Councilwoman McKenzie.
Yes, sir. I just want to remind everybody of the tire take back on March the 21st at the Sheriff's Department. That's a really good program. It keeps a lot of tires from being dumped along our streets and out in the county and bushes and all over the city. So I've just encourage everybody to participate in that tire take back on March the 21st.
Thank you, Madam
8
Councilwoman.
a.m.
Councilman Estes.
2 quick things to my colleagues. The land bank sold 2 parcels or 3 city lots at the end of January and is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Getting property deeds clean back into hands for where we are, LMI, low income people, institutions. Absolutely thrilled that this is happening. And this is something that we're working with the county that is to their benefit, just like TIFs will be, just like transportation will be. The county's at the table on this, and I think it's really smart on the part of Joe and staff to make the vacant property board, also the land bank authority, make those the same thing since they do everything under the same umbrella. The second is, and I'll get Kim Miller an email on this, but 65 Roses and the Great Strides Walk, 25th years this year, and it's going to be the last year. All city employees can run free, walk free, whatever, and be a part. I spoke with some of your staff, Chief Bates already, and because they've reached out to me, and I know cystic fibrosis is a very important to your men and women. So excited to do that, excited to see, and really appreciate Chief Gibson, your folks through the years, and one last shot at this. That's all, Mayor. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Council.
Dr. Estes, thanks.
Mr. Fibus.
And that area on like the land bank is that, I can't remember the street name.
It was 16th in Winnetonka, 16th in Blythe.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't been over there, I think there are 6 new homes being constructed, and I bring that up is I think that is directly related to the $400,000 that the city helped seed and the county helped seed those houses over there, and it looks really nice. We're doing that, so.
I look at things, it's an election year, right? I know I'm up for election. So I sometimes look at things in 4-year cycles. The last 4 years in Blythe are even more drastic than the previous 4 years. I mean, it is unbelievable. The quality that's going in. I know the sidewalks and the safe routes to school, all of those things play into that. So, yeah, please go by if you get a chance.
All right, Councilman Cassidy.
Mayor, 3rd District has no report this time.
Thank you, sir. Councilman May.
No report.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Goff.
No report.
All right, I would like to thank the council and Mr. Fibus today for the appreciation lunch we had at Public Works. Mr. Myers is here, and I had mentioned it in a previous meeting that I've received more positive comments from the Public Works Department about the hard work of the men and women and 24/7, and just very, very grateful, and I'm thankful that the council and city manager showed them some appreciation today with the lunch before the council meeting. So Tommy, please express our congratulations and our thanks to all those hardworking men and women. Number 10 on the agenda is new business. Item 10A is final passage of zoning ordinance 2026-5 concerning request by Stephen Linda Williams for consideration of an ordinance to zone 89.67 acres of property located at Holloway Road from IH Heavy Industrial to PUD 73. This was approved by the Planning Commission 6-2, one being recused. It does require a motion for final passage.
So moved.
Proper motion by Councilman Moore, properly seconded by Councilman May. Any additional comments, questions, Mr. Fivers? Any questions or comments? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Moore. Councilman May. Vice Mayor Webb. Councilwoman McKenzie. Councilman Estes. Councilman Cassidy.
Aye.
Councilman Goff. Carries 7-0.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. That motion passes. I'm going to delay item B for consideration after we do items C and D to keep these three parcel votes in order. So skipping item B temporarily, going to item C. Item C is resolution 2026-16, a consideration of request by Lake Mantooth for consideration of a plan of service for 33 acres of property at Wilkinson Brock Road, tax map 043, approved by the Planning Commission 9-0. This does require a motion today from this council.
So moved. Second.
Proper motion by Councilman May, properly seconded by Councilman Moore. Any additional comments or questions? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman May. Councilman Moore.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Webb.
Aye.
Councilwoman McKenzie. Councilman Estes.
Aye.
Councilman Cassidy.
Aye.
Councilman Goff. Carries 7-0.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. That motion passes. Item D, resolution 2026-17 concerning a request by Lake Mantooth for consideration of a resolution to annex 33.7 acres of property located at Wilkinson Brook Road, tax map 43, approved by the Planning Commission 9-0. Does require a motion today from this council.
So moved. Second.
Proper motion by Councilman May, properly seconded by Councilman Moore. Any additional comments or questions? Mr. Clerk, please call it roll.
Councilman May. Councilman Moore. Vice Mayor Webb.
Aye.
Councilwoman McKenzie.
Aye.
Councilman Estes.
Aye.
Councilman Cassidy.
Aye.
Councilman Goff. Carries 7-0.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. That motion passes. Keeping in order item E as in Edward, resolution supporting an application related to the build grant.
So moved.
Second.
Proper motion by Councilman Estes, properly seconded by Vice Mayor Webb. Any additional comments or questions? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Estes.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Webb.
Aye.
Councilman Moore. Councilwoman McKenzie.
Aye.
Councilman Cassidy.
Aye.
Councilman May. Councilman Goff. Carries 7-0.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. The motion passes. We're going to go back on the agenda to item B as in boy, resolution 2026-15. It's to authorize an agreement with Blue Line Solutions LLC to provide automated photo enforcement services to various school zones located within the city. This is in your packet, page 28. It was discussed at the 1 o'clock meeting before we adjourned. I'm opening the floor to the council for further discussion. We'll begin with Mr. Fivas.
Yeah, I think in surveying the council, what I would suggest, and certainly you guys can go whatever direction you want, is I think that there's interest in this, and I think that there's probably an interest of also getting some questions answered. I would say that I think some of you have some additional questions for our guest. I think we should work through those as diligently as possible. And then for the next 2 weeks, then we can talk to MTS and just figure out, well, what does that study look like and how fast can we get that and how does that work? And then come back in 2 weeks again and then consider this. Can you come back in 2 weeks? The 23rd.
Yes. I can move something around.
Yeah, and if we have questions, then we can get you questions and then do that. But certainly, I'm gonna put that on the table for discussion.
I make a motion that we postpone it for 2 weeks.
I'll second
and let MTask look at it. I don't think I'm opposed to it, but I know that when we enter into a contract, that financially we need to stay in it for 2 years.
That's right.
And I want to make sure that we're all happy with ins and outs.
And I lived through in a different city, the red light camera fiasco. I think it might be in our best interest to make sure that we do our due diligence before we start voting. So,
All right, so we have a motion for this to be postponed until the 23rd, is that the right date?
Yes.
but I think, is it Brian?
Mhm.
He's still here and I think some of you have questions and you can answer some more questions.
Yes, of course, we want it.
So is it blinking all day after the kids get to school? So is that, I'm.
No, you
confused
guys,
about
I think I think we got
Can you go up to the point?
That's what.
It's a radar feedback sign that we put in that tells you your speed. It will be on 24/7. Your speed is. It has nothing, it doesn't say anything about a school. It's just in that school zone to give a driver another warning before they go into the school zone.
Okay.
The flashing lights will be on from 7 to 8 and 3 to 4, however that dictates that to that school zone. Yes, sir.
I understand you say that it'll show you what your speed is.
Yes, sir.
Will there also be a corresponding sign that says
Yeah.
what the speed?
Yeah, it's just a radar feedback sign. If you're going down the interstate and you're a construction zone and it says it's 55 and it starts flashing and you're doing 62, it's not gonna, it's a radar feedback sign. So it's measuring before you come into the school zone, that sign will tell you your speed. If you're going over the speed, it'll start flashing, giving you time to slow down. Just like on any other, it's just called a radar feedback sign. Yes, sir.
What's going to tell you what is the actual speed limit at that time?
You will have, if the school zone flashing lights are not flashing, it would be the posted speed. So if it's 15, the school zone lights are not flashing, right? The flashers, and it's 25, then that speed limit would be 25.
Will the driver know that he's going to be issued a citation if he's over the speed limit?
That's where the public information education comes in. Yes, we want that out in the paper, on TV, social media. Yes, we want that out.
So how long is that process typically?
Usually 4 to 6 weeks.
Well, no. I'm talking about, I get caught speeding, they take my picture and they send me a citation.
Right.
How long in between me speeding and cited?
We bring all the citations in that same day, but we don't look at them till the next day because you may have a water main break or school may have been, the electricity went out. So within 7 days, you would have a citation. Yes, sir.
Have you ever done temporary signage to let them know that they're going?
It says, yeah, it's photo enforced. There's signs up. We put the signs up that says photo enforced. And then we put photo enforced coming into each school zone off each of the feeder streets. Yes, sir.
Chief Gibson, when you issue a citation in a school zone during the flashers, is that more expensive than a citation, let's say at noon when they're not flashing?
It can be, yes. So it just depends on the speed, the amount over the speed limit they're going. So
If these are issued in municipal court, there's a state constitutional limitation. $50 is the max. That's the most you can, a municipal court can issue a citation for any violation. That's in Tennessee Constitution.
So both would be $50, whether it's school.
That's the max.
That's the max, okay.
So we could issue a state citation as well.
A state citation is not subject to that $50 limit.
And so these are city citations, so you will not get like points on your driver's license, correct?
State law prohibits automated traffic enforcement tickets anywhere in the state from being considered a moving violation. In other words, it's not like a traditional violation. It doesn't go on your license.
So let me understand this. I think I've got grasp of that. Maybe I don't. Between school zones, you can get a citation, and outside of school zones, you can get a citation by going over 11 miles. If it's 30, you're going 46. Is that correct?
41.
41.
Yeah.
So no matter with or without, you're going to get, if you're over the school zone, it's 15. Or if it's over 40. When it's
From 7 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. Yes, sir. And it knows when to switch.
anything in that window, you'll be in a citation,
Right.
with school or without school.
Right. Well, I mean, school will be in session.
Well, I know,
Yeah.
I know, I understand.
Well, you're talking about the flashing school lights,
Yeah, the
correct?
flashing school lights are
Right.
in one zone, then after they stop, then it goes.
Then it's the posted speed till that
So let
afternoon.
me give you a scenario, just so everyone's,
Yeah.
so the traffic speed limit in the city is 35 miles an hour if it's not posted. Is that correct? I think it was, unless we change it.
It's just an area.
So let's say you're going by a school that the regular speed limit right now is 35 miles an hour. During school times, it drops down to 20 miles an hour because there's flashing lights. So during the times in the morning where it's a drop off loading zone, the speed lights are on. And the speed limit during that time is 20 miles an hour. If the cameras catch you and you're going 35, you're over the 11 mile an hour limit, so you would get a citation. Then, and you gave this example, so let's say at 8 o'clock, those lights go off, but there's still children present, and which will be articulated in the signs. So the speed limit jumps up to 35. If you go 50 miles an hour through that zone, you'll get a citation. If you go 45, you wouldn't get one because you're not more than 11 miles over the speed limit. And then later in the day, from 3 to 4, the lights go back on and the times drop down to 20 miles an hour again, or whatever they are. And then it goes back to those scenarios.
But your sign will change. We're in the morning in school zone.
My sign, you don't have, we just put that up for extra layer. It doesn't say anywhere in the TCA code that you have to put a radar feedback sign up. We do that as an extra layer to slow everybody down.
Well, I know, but in the morning during school zone,
Yes, sir.
it will say 20. It will flash that speed limit's 20, and then it'll show what you're doing.
No, sir.
The flashing sign you're talking about from the
Did
zone,
you-
how far does it go back before you get into the zone? It flashes.
It's the last warning before you go into
Well,
the,
how far back is that?
it
From the
depends
zone
on where
it's
the
from?
engineers want to put it at, where,
What's our width of our zones? I mean, our school zones? Is it?
They're
50
standardized by the state.
Is it 50 yards, 100 yards,
they're usually half a mile.
half a
some-
mile?
some
So
of them
you'd
are.
have to have this before half a mile, one way or the other way,
It's the max.
a quarter mile, correct? Flashing before people got in that zone.
That's max.
Well, you want the signage out further to
Yeah.
let people to slow down.
Yeah.
Right,
it'll
and then
show you
after you-
going 40 and it's supposed to be 20.
Right, and after you pass that sign, just say that's the last sign, right? You still have between 300 and 600 feet to slow down, because what we're using is LiDAR. It's not radar. It's measured, what I showed you guys the last time, the fixed pole, it's measured 85 feet out
But
in
it's only going to show what you're running.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, that
And
sign.
we'll have signage that says,
This photo enforced, it's 15 miles an hour, the sign between X and X, and you guys have the school zone lights. Yeah,
It'll be for schools on that.
but it's lane specific, and you still, when you pass that, you still got 85 more feet to slow down. So there's all kinds of opportunities to slow down.
Councilman May, I think I understand the question is, it's currently posted where it's just flashing, it lowers and it tells you the speed limit. The signs that we currently have in place are gonna be there. All they're adding is the feedback sign that actually gives you your speed.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be telling you that this is a school zone, and when the lights are flashing, it's this speed limit. When they're not, it's this speed limit. The only signs that they're adding in there is the warning that's telling you it's photo enforced, and then the warning that, of actually what speed you're going, to encourage you to slow down before you hit the school zone.
So did you say you've got one in Charleston?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it's probably worth all this going just to look.
Sir, can you explain section 6 talks about contract, that our contract amount only remains firm on the price until January 1st, 27. We're signing a 24-month agreement. So I'm confused what would happen there.
That is, I don't know the answer to that question, but the contract is a blanket contract that we use for everybody. And if that's a problem, then the council can look at that, but the contract, I'm not 100% sure about.
What page though? It's, page 34, item number 6. It just says pricing can change January 1st, 2027. So I just like to see if we could stay within the same pricing for the 2-year agreement. And then, I'll also along that note, page 32, 3A section, it's got an evergreen clause. So if we could take that out and just do a 2-year agreement with maybe a month to month after that, just so we're not stuck.
I think the answer to that, I don't know, Chris just reminded me, they brought this to y'all a year ago, so they probably haven't changed that date.
Okay.
That's probably the reason. Because it was about a year ago when.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's, for instance, if you look, not to belabor the discussion, but if I'd given her a list of things that would have to be changed, if you look at the very first page, it says 2025.
Okay.
That would obviously have to be changed too.
Oh, yeah.
And on the table of the speed limits, it says Georgetown roads under construction. Well, that would obviously have to be updated too. That's on page 52, stuff like that. She's got a list of things that they would have to make.
And we can make those corrections in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's not hard to
you
do.
got a motion, if you get a second.
All right, we do have a current active motion from Councilman May, seconded by Vice Mayor Webb, to move this vote. It's a vote to move the vote, the February 23rd meeting. Any additional comments or questions about this motion? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman May. Vice Mayor Webb. Councilman Moore.
Aye.
Councilwoman McKenzie.
Aye.
Councilman Estes. Councilman Cassidy. Councilman Dodd. Aye. Carries 7-0.
Thanks, Mr. Clerk. That motion passes. We will revisit.
We will do a couple things. We'll get the corrections made on the agreement and get it to you as soon as possible so you can review it. We'll talk to MTS. And if you have additional questions or something isn't clear, call me and let me know, and we'll try to get something to be able to answer any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Travis. Any questions from the council? Takes us to our item number 11 on the agenda, which is announcements. Cleveland City offices will be closed Monday, February 16th in observance of President's Day. The next city council meeting will be held in this chamber on Monday, February 23rd. Any additional comments or questions from the council?